Hello, and I'm going to present the following type of research called Exploring Women's Presence in Popular Culture Studies through Flipped Classroom. And this flipped classroom approach focuses on the subtype double flipped classroom lesson, and it belongs to the Popular Culture Studies course, where each student group analyzed and presented on an iconic female figure. Um, we are working with a group of 24 students. They are in their third year of the degree of modern languages at the University of Las Palmas de Gran Canaria. The objectives of this lesson are the following. The first is to deepen student engagement by having them research, analyze, and teach about the impact of iconic women in popular culture. The second is to develop critical thinking and cultural analysis skills by using this double flipped learning approach. The third is to enhance collaboration through group work. And the last one is to improve presentation skills by the use of a Canva presentation. The methodology has been the following. The teacher has provided a model presentation based on the TV series Fleabag. And then the group of 24 students have been divided into groups that range from 2 to 4 people, and they were assigned a different iconic woman or character. And they selected this female character from a list. They could be characters from a TV series, female characters, or they could be real women that have been meaningful for popular culture. Afterwards, students researched and created a Canva presentation. And finally, each group presented their analysis to the class, acting as teachers. So this was the model that I provided. It was a presentation consisting of 5 slides. The first presented the technical aspects of the TV series. The second developed the plot summary. The key focused on the key characters of the show. The fourth highlighted the themes and narrative style of Fleabag. And finally, the last one was very significant because it dealt with the cultural and critical impact of the TV series. So this model was used to guide the structure of the student presentations. So in this discussion section, I'm going to focus briefly on all the characters that the groups selected for their presentation. Let's say that this double flipped approach consisted or tries to mimic the role of the teacher. I mean, students assume the role of the teacher as they complement this part of the lesson of women on popular culture, women and feminism on popular culture. After the teacher's exposition of the topic, they were supposed to develop a further content of such a lesson by using an extension of the lesson by focusing on an iconic female character. So on this occasion, we have 3 groups. In the first place, they chose Lady Diana. They focused on her role as a media icon, as a philanthropist, and as a fashion figure. The second group chose Rachel Green, and they studied her impact on the 90s pop culture and fashion trends through Friends, the TV series. And as you know, Rachel Green was played by Jennifer Aniston. They also highlighted the figure of Annalise Keating, the third group, and they showed how this character challenged racial and gender stereotypes in the TV series How to Get Away with Murder, played by Viola Davis. Group 4 chose the figure of J.K. Rowling, the famous author of the novels starring Harry Potter, and they reflected on her influence on literature and her role in shaping cultural discussions around gender and success. The fifth group chose Frida Kahlo. She is, as you may know, a feminist icon known for her groundbreaking artwork and representation of female identity. And Group 6 chose Carrie Bradshaw, and the protagonist of Sex and the City TV series, and they highlighted her portrayal of female independence, relationships, career struggles, and Carrie Bradshaw was played by the actress Sarah Jessica Parker. Group 7 considered the iconic figure of Taylor Swift and her transformation as a pop culture icon and influence on discussions about the music industry and female empowerment. And finally, Group 8 chose the fictional character of June Osborne, and they studied her cultural relevance, the commentary on women's rights, gender, and societal control. And as you may know, June Osborne was played by Elizabeth Moss, and she is the protagonist of the Handmaid's Tale, and it's an adaptation on the novel of the same title by Margaret Atwood. As to the results of this study, we can say that the lesson was assessed through a questionnaire based on the following sections or items. The first is experience with the double flip methodology. The second is the content understanding. The third is peer learning and collaboration. The fourth is skills development. And the fifth is the overall reflections and suggestions of the study. And the first four items were made through closed questions, whereas the last one, the one that considered reflections and suggestions, included open-ended questions. We can say that the key skills that students developed were the following. One, critical thinking by analyzing the cultural and social significance of iconic women. The second was the assessment of their presentation skills by organizing and delivering a Canva-based analysis. And the last one was their collaboration spirit, we could say, by working effectively in small groups. And finally, let's focus on some conclusions and reflections on this double flipped lesson. in which, in the first place, students demonstrated strong engagement and learning through group work. In the second place, the double flipped model fostered a deeper understanding of iconic women in popular culture. And the last one, the key outcomes, in which they improved critical thinking, communication skills, and peer learning. So that's all, and thanks for watching this presentation.